Bukit Batok Driving Centre will be gone soon. But honestly speaking, it really doesn't matter. If you don't believe me, watch to the end and agree to disagree. So, on 8 October, this news shocked the nation. But it really should not lah. Because if you have spent time reading articles on Straits Times or CNA instead of doom scrolling TikTok, this doesn't come as a surprise. So, what happened? If you're all like me who lives in the West, BBDC is a place of memories. People who live in the West will usually take their driving lessons at BBDC, which is near Bukit Gombak MRT station. It's, however, quite a long walk from Bukit Gombak MRT station. Private instructors will usually also start their lessons at Bukit Gombak MRT station, as there's a large open air car park just next to the MRT station. Yeah, that's why that's the most dangerous car park in the whole of Singapore. In other words, the whole area around Bukit Gombak MRT station is filled with so many L-plate drivers that even the MRT train driver will check for a blind spot before leaving the platform. With it being an L-plate area, it's therefore a surprise when it was announced in May this year that BBDC might soon be replaced by another multi-story driving school. You see, the site that BBDC sits on will be zoned for housing. Even the popular HomeTeamNS clubhouse next to BBDC, previously known as CDANS, which some old freaks like me still call it out, will also make way for housing. Anyways, if you think of laser quest when I see CDANS, you must also be an old freak. Back then, the Urban Redevelopment Authority proposed to the Minister for National Development a site in Choa Chu Kang to be rezoned for transport facilities. And on 8 October, it's more or less confirmed. Our memories will be gone soon. If you are looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. The URA and Singapore Police Force announced on 8 October 2025 that BBDC will officially shut down by December 2030 and will be replaced by another driving centre. The new driving centre will be at Choa Chu Kang, next to Kranji Camp. Kranji Camp is within walking distance from Yew Tee MRT station, so it's likely that you can walk from the MRT station, although it's quite a long walk, like 10 to 15 minutes if you know how to cut through the HDB blocks. But what's interesting is that this driving centre is not like the usual driving centre we have in BBDC. It will be a multi-story, next-generation driving centre, basically a high-tech driving centre. Apparently, there's simulated technology, separate circuits and intelligent driving circuits that use advanced sensor technology and real-time monitoring systems to assess learners' proficiency. In addition, there will also be at least 2 intelligent driving circuits to enable circuit assessment for all classes of driving license and at least 2 nursery circuits to cater to both car and motorcycle learners. Basically, this means that this means that it's high-tech and likely cameras will be everywhere to judge your driving skills. The interesting thing is that this new driving centre will also have class 4 and 5 lessons. BBDC currently doesn't have that. Now, why is it irrelevant? Do you have friends who could not park without a reverse camera? Or friends who could not parallel park unless there's a 360-degree camera? If you have no such friends, then maybe you are that lousy driver. Yes, driving by itself has become so high-tech and learning how to drive has somehow become old school. By next year, we will be seeing driverless vehicles in Singapore. Over in other countries, driverless private hire vehicles have become a norm. The development of driverless vehicles have been on overdrive in the last few years, which is also contributed by the AI boom. So, let me ask you now, by 2030, how relevant would driving be? In other words, it's not just that BBDC is leaving us. Soon, driving itself might leave us too. Nevertheless, in the meantime, this means that Yew Tee MRT station will be more lively in the future. But why do some people think that Yew Tee is a depressing town? Watch this and you will understand. Also, follow me on Instagram if you have not done so, as we publish exclusive short videos there, link in description. And if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. Thank you for spending almost 4 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.